I'm gonna be like Jordan Woods.
Are you? I just want to see something.
You know who Jordan Woods is?
Mm-hmm. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Women in Power Radio Show. Whoop, whoop. Come on, I don't have my tablet. Welcome. It's actually just now.
Welcome to the show.
Really? Hey, guys. Happy Tuesday night from Women in Power Radio Show. Listen, we are getting ready to have another amazing show. And so we definitely want to thank all of you that are tuning in right now. So can you grab my tablet from the side of my bed? Oh, God bless you. And so, yeah. And so for those of you that didn't see the preamble, you guys are in for a treat. I know that you guys have all of these answers and input and wisdom just stored up in your bellies. Okay. Well, I'm African American, so that's what I said. If I am, what difference does it make? So listen, you guys. Yes, it's that time. So, Nana.
What's up, y'all? No, we have to take a moment, as we always do, to share. So right now, use that moment to hit the share button. Remember, if you're any relationship groups or any groups that have to do with love and dating, please share the video, okay? Because the more input we have for the Savage Squad, the better the discussions are. And y'all don't mind my hands today. I'm bandaged up looking crazy. Okay.
So listen, you guys, like and share the video. Like and share, like and share. That's what we're doing right now. We're actually sharing the video because we want to make sure that we share it in our groups, that we share it with our friends and our family. And remember, for those that don't have social media, it's also on YouTube. I saw on the side of my bed, the black case. Zenobia's looking for something for me. But yeah.
So let me share the YouTube link now.
All right, so I just shared, you guys. So I hope that all of you are sharing. Who do we have joining us already? What's up, Latasha, Tyrone Bernard Jr., Erica Everett? How y'all doing tonight? Thank you, Zenobia. Yeah, and so we're getting ready to jump right on in there. Why? Because I have been waiting to share my thoughts
on this
godly wisdom, godly knowledge, forever. Okay, Zenobia sharing.
That's what I just got back.
I know. So,
hey Tyrone, hey Tyrena. You already give shout outs.
Hey, I gave a couple, but I didn't give up. She said, "What's up, Savage Squad?" Hashtag Savage Squad. Yes.
I hope y'all are ready. As y'all see these topics start, especially this first one.
They just
hit some nerves.
Oh my.
People. Hopefully not, but
you know what's crazy?
It's a real issue.
Is that it's still an issue in 2021.
That part.
You talking about the racism?
Yes.
Yeah, it's still an issue. Like, come on, can we get past some of this stuff? So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and jump right on in. So Nana, kick us off.
All right. So as y'all can see, the first topic, we have a young woman who wrote in who said, you know what, look, his mom is always making comments about my race because she is a Caucasian woman, okay, and he is African American, and his mother does not approve of their relationship because she is white. So her question is, why do black women, and maybe she should have said some black women, because we don't be putting us out
right, because I don't care.
But she said it like that. She said, why do black women have a problem with interracial relationships? And maybe I'm ignorant. She did say maybe I'm ignorant, but please enlighten me.
Right.
So we're going to use this time that we have to let sister know the reason why some women do have issues. And maybe if you've even experienced that or you used to have issues, maybe people in your family still be like, don't you bring one of them blue-eyed devils home.
Oh, Lord, not a blue-eyed devil. They still say that?
Yeah, they do.
I'm glad Erica's on the line because Erica, you could probably even chime in on this topic because it's sad to me that it is a topic still. It's sad to me that there's still a big question mark on it, like why. Mm-hmm. And to be honest with you, it's only when it's a black man with a Caucasian woman. It's never an issue when it's a black woman with a Caucasian man.
It's a double standard.
Right. Nobody has something to say about that.
Men do, though. I will say, men do have something. It's not, I will say, as prevalent as with women, but like in the relationship groups that I'm in, whenever a black woman might post, I don't remember who it is that's married to a white guy. If it's Kerry Washington or someone, and they were all just, oh, you know, y'all get mad at us when we date, but look, and y'all want to sit here and be. Even prime example, I don't know if y'all saw the case that that's been going viral with the Seahawk player who just got arrested for the domestic violence against his girlfriend because she wouldn't bow to him and she's Black. So even under those comments, a lot of Black men were like, well, that's what you get. You want to date the oppressor.
Really?
You know, y'all want to stick it. You didn't read the comments?
No.
The comments had, all of it was like, oh, that's what you get. You want to date massa. You think you're going to find security and stability with the white man. So it's like, rather than be like, wow, okay, this is wrong, it became an issue of race in the comments. Like, it was crazy. So they definitely do feel ways. I think it's just not as prevalent and upfront as
the women are with the white women.
Right.
But I got an issue with how did it become her fault? She refused to bow down to someone she was dating because he said,
he just wanted her to bow down.
And the crazy part is that she said she jumped up and ran to the restroom, and he was like, "Oh, you're alive!" Like
eating his dinner after he knocked her unconscious.
Drinking his smoothie.
Definitely gave me Hannibal vibes, but that ain't my business.
I don't even know if that's a black and white thing. I think this has something to do with being in the athletic. You get what I'm saying? Like, because a lot of them, I ain't gonna say. I've seen a lot of cases where when it comes to like football players and basketball players, they are quite abusive. And I think it's more so because it's like a control power thing because of their status, you know. So I don't think he really beat her down because she was Black. I think it was like a power control thing because of who he was, who he is, and
who he think he is.
Yeah.
We're gonna take this like and share on Zenobia's head, but just a quick reminder: make sure that you like and share this video.
And share the video.
Hey, Ladarius, I see you, Ladarius. Thanks for tuning in. Y'all make sure to check him out. That's the saxophonist. Stay Saxy, folks.
Okay.
Y'all check him out if y'all love you.
Tiffany Don, thank you for joining us. Kashunda Nicholson Gilbert, thank you so much for tuning in to Women in Power Radio Show. Yeah, I did not see the news article about what y'all talking about right now, but I totally have an issue with that. He knocked her. Okay, so maybe y'all didn't see it either. So let's get the whole story because I feel like we need to discuss that because to me that is like so. It really has nothing to do with what we're talking about. But the point is that I just think it's
even a double standard though with the way that when it comes to because the issue at hand also was y'all see how they dragged Michael Vick, they dragged Ray Rice, hit his girl in the elevator. It was on ESPN. It was on all these news media outlets. When this occurred, mind you, this occurred a week before it even broke to the public. And no one had heard of it. And so when everyone saw it, they were like, wait a minute. So he knocked her unconscious, thought she was even dead. Yeah. Because from what she's saying, he told her to bow down. She didn't. And then he said she put him in a headlock. He put her in a headlock and proceeded to beat her.
Choke her?
Until she was
beat her?
Yeah, he beat her.
Oh, her face
was messed up. Like,
I don't see it.
Her face is messed up. A broken arm, a fractured collarbone, like her face, everything.
And he's a big guy. He looks like a linebacker.
Yeah, he's a very big dude.
Oh my goodness.
Like 270, I think they said 6 something. Like he's a big guy. And so with that being said, it wasn't until after the story broke to the public that the NFL finally,
addressed it. So he's another NFL player.
Yeah, he plays for the
Seattle Seahawks.
He got fired and then he's been arrested.
That's what I was thinking. Like he was just.
This should be attempted murder. The dude was released with bond same day, $400,000 bond. So he's out. He was out within hours.
Now the only thing that really happened to him that made sense at the time, it was like, okay, well, that guy was the team released him.
Yeah,
he was released from the team, but it was not like an uproar. I remember when that happened with Michael Vick, and I was so upset about it. Now I'm not saying anything.
I mean, they are dogs, and I know people love their dogs. But I guess what I'm saying is that there are murderers who haven't gotten the sentence that he got for fighting dogs. Let's just start there. And I'm going to say they're Caucasian murderers that have not gotten what he got for fighting dogs. There are Caucasian rapists that have not gotten what he's gotten for fighting dogs. There are multi-ethnic aggravated assault offenders that did not get the time he got for fighting dogs. So there's definitely a disparity.
Especially the white men that are part of the human trafficking ring. And they are known you know what I'm saying? Like that takes me back to Jeffrey, was it Epstein or something like it? It's so much that goes on. And they knew that he was doing it, but he was paying up. Like he had so much power and control, you know what I'm saying? But this man lost everything behind fighting dogs. And I think what bothered me more about that was that when you could see like them doing the recording, like news stations and stuff, and people posting videos like these white people, no offense, I mean, I ain't got nothing against white
Caucasians.
people, but they were so angry. You could see,
angry.
No, you didn't.
But you know what? Let me say this.
How y'all get mad about him killing a dog, but y'all get mad about the people of y'all skin color having slaves people, back then, right? Or burning people, shooting people, hanging people. Yeah. There was no anger in that. Cars. But to God, these dogs, you know, oh my God, they're animals. People are helpless too. But y'all hunt them.
What that does is it shows you how we're valued in their eyesight. Like a dog has more value in some of their eyesight than we do. Yeah. And that's just the bottom line. But what I was going to say to you, Nana, it totally left my head. So I'm going to say, what's up, Lene Manuel? Rakita, thank you for joining us. What's up, Nana K? Kia Lewis, what's up, girl? Ashley Lee, Kiara Brooks. Thank you guys for tuning in on tonight. So yeah, the question we're dealing with right now is we're going to go to one of our comments, but let me bring that question up. Which one is it?
Oh,
this one.
The first one.
Okay. All right, Nana, what we got?
The first one we have is from Tyrena, and she said, first of all, not all Black women have issues with interracial relationships.
True.
Second, I think all love is beautiful. Third, it's the bitter Black women that feel that way. There's no reason to hate any race. We all bleed red, and we all have the same objective, God and money. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
So the bitter women. I think it's the women who want a man.
Yeah.
And because they don't have one, listen, because, you know, a lot of us look at statistical information. Mm-hmm. So statistically, there's like so many men per woman or so many women per man. The ratio. So like we are outnumbered as far as how many men there are per woman. So I think it's like, what, 4 women per man?
Too many.
So
that's probably why I ain't got no man yet.
Yeah,
that is not the reason you don't have a man, and we know
you block your DMs every week.
You block blessings every week.
So no, I do not. I have been. Okay, so no, I do not. They're just at this point for like the last month or two. Ain't nobody been trying to shoot their shot at me.
Hey, Azure says she just popped in to say, "Hey, what's up, Azure?"
First off, if I don't like you, I just don't like you.
So they can try.
But I'm saying even before. Okay, so let's say this. Even before the other ones tried, right? It wasn't like a large amount of people coming in. It was probably like one every now and then. I'd be like, bro, I don't have to settle for that one because that one came out of nowhere.
It's not about settling, Zenobia. It's not about settling, but you don't even open up yourself to the idea of the concept. You just like, no.
I've been open for a minute. I've been open for a minute.
Literally a minute, like 60 seconds.
No, I have been open.
On the show, it's like, don't hit my DM.
I was even open in the summertime when old boy was in my inbox. We went out on a date.
For those of you that watch the show religiously, you know Zenobia been closed. Okay, we're not going to even go into that. Cassandra,
shout out to Kia. She said, "Hey, ladies, Kia. Looking beautiful as always."
Oh, thank you so much, Kia.
Thank you so much for tuning back in.
Listen,
but to go back to this thing, what this woman saying, with negative comments being made about her because she's white and she's dating a Black man, and the comments is coming from the mama, and then her question is, why would Black women feel some type of way about interracial dating?
You a Black woman?
But listen, okay, but can I say something?
Aren't you Black?
I claim Black because my mama's Black, but the reason why I'm kind of like
claim Black.
No, I feel I'm Black. My daddy is whoever he is, but the reason I'm saying that for a reason, because she's a white woman who's being
But what are your options though?
But listen, I'm saying she's a white woman and comments are being made towards her because she's a white woman. I, as a biracial woman, have dealt with a lot of Black women feeling some type of way because a man has dated me, a Black man has dated me.
But see, that goes back to the slave mentality because you would have been a house Negro. Okay? Exactly. And so the field Negroes were always jealous of the house Negroes. Why? Because they got to stay in the house. They was in there with master. They was in the air conditioner, not realizing the repercussions that came from being in the house.
Right.
Like so, I got a lot of negative feedback from Black women, like growing up, like comments, like
jealousy,
faces, and all that stuff like that. And it was a thing of I can't help who my mama laid on her back with. Like she slept with whoever she slept with, and I was born. I'm just saying, like, so y'all have the audacity to.
I hope they'll meet.
She's on here. Y'all have the audacity to try to make me feel some type of way about being born and being in my skin color. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it made me feel a certain type of way for a long time about black women because it was black women that treated me that way.
Right.
You know.
Right. Okay, I just want to give a shout out to Cliff Sparks. What's up, Cliff?
Hey, Cliff.
Thank you for coming back in. Tara Aldria, how you doing, sis? Thank you for joining us. Yeah.
Make sure you guys
share the video.
Like and share the video.
We got a comment. She said, that is true, Mama Kasha. It's the jealousy spirit because they don't have the love they see.
Right.
Bitter black women be upset.
Right, but it's bitterness, though.
What? Some people just don't like it because we have to address the aspect because again, this is the mother. The mother is not necessarily jealous of the girlfriend because that's her son.
Yeah.
But there are some people who inherently do not like seeing mixed race couples, period. You know, from the black side, from the white side, from whatever. They want it to be just.
But there's a root.
There's a root.
There's a root.
There's
a root.
Absolutely.
And so when you analyze that, because like we said, it's a double standard. So an African-American woman will have an issue with an African-American man being with a Caucasian woman, but won't have an issue with an African-American woman being with a Caucasian man.
It's almost like if you see homegirl with her white dude, you like, girl, get your because even when we sometimes talk about how I step outside my race and date a white man, it's almost like what I'm saying is like we put in excitement, a form of enthusiasm when we say I date a white man. So where did that even come from? But that's because in some sense, shape, or form, that when we see a black woman date a white man, it's almost like it's an upgrade financially. You get what I'm saying?
No,
or it's like I'm saying a lot of times
in the entertainment industry, I think the reason why it perturbs and vexes a lot of women is because
you got that money, the loot.
And what we see is though, just like when anyone gets money, what do? They want to buy a mansion, they want to get luxury cars, they want to upgrade on everything because now they've quote unquote arrived. And there's kind of an unspoken rule that it seems to come across, especially growing up, to where when you would see an athlete or you see a movie star, if they started off with someone who looked like our color, by the time they got big, they date exotic women, women who are mixed or women who are white. And you see it over and over. So it becomes an unspoken standard that, so to show that I have arrived, now
I gotta get
status symbol, just like my Lexus, just like my whatever, my Mercedes, my Lambo, whatever, is a white woman. And so a lot of women, when they see that, it's kind of like, so that's what you're saying to us? You're saying like, we're not good enough that you couldn't, but it's like, it's not, that's how some women think though.
That's true.
That's what
but what I'm saying is that even when you talk to men and some men that have chosen to go that route, when you ask them that, they just say it's a different experience. And we know as women that we are definitely different than we're culturally different. We come from different cultures. And so whereas one culture
and Kieran's cloth is not the same.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. What's Kia got to say?
Kia said, this black woman does not feel some type of way. I believe that we love who we love. I desire a black man, however. Okay, we love some.
Come on, chocolate.
I just so happen to meet a man of a different race that treats me right and is willing to make a lifelong covenant with me. Then let's go. Let up. So she's not discriminating at all.
And I'm not even like, who cares? You know what I'm saying? I'm not even looking for love, but love gonna find me because that's what I believe. I'm not out here searching, lifting up rocks like where he at. I believe that it's gonna come in God's timing. But I'm not hating on nobody else that has something that maybe I desire. What's up, Chris Love? Thank you for joining us on tonight. Minya Cole, how you doing?
I think the crazy part is for mothers, if they have sons and your son is really, truly in love with this person and you have an issue because of their skin color. And then it goes to the Bible. How are you going to teach love? How are you going to teach God if you can't even accept somebody? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like it goes really deep. There's no if Jordan brought a white woman to me, which I think he will be with one. Jordan will either be with a white woman or a real thick black woman, but that's neither here nor there. If he comes and that's his preference, because I know my son, he just don't like loud black women. But anyway, and that's because of me, because I used to be loud and be like, I'm a kind of loud, Anyway,
I don't want that. Whatever that is,
But if he does come to me, but that's because my mindset, I operate in love, man. I feel like you love whoever you love, man. You are blocking so many blessings of the heart by you being that type of person. I'll let pro-black, you gotta be with black and this and that. It's crazy, man.
Yes, we accept all colors. He said, with the Mexican, y'all accept Mexicans. And
he don't look Mexican on that picture.
he said, "What if I'm with a Mexican?"
Yeah, what if he's with the
He's from
Hispanic?
the world.
They consider Mexicans black women.
Nobody. First of all, I don't have an issue with nobody with no color. Love who you love, because we find love in mysterious places. Because to be honest with you, we have in our mindset,
I guess my mysterious place
our
ain't
idea of what our perfect man would look like.
Did
right?
Yes, we
No, I did.
I said, I guess my mysterious place ain't came yet.
No, you got the biggest preset.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
That means you got a list of he must have this, he can't have this.
No, I do not. We're talking about
that he has teeth and that he's chocolate.
What? I do not. You are the
Well,
person.
y'all
Like, oh my God. Your language is gifts. The main one is
what they got to do with what?
I'm just saying, I do not have I really don't have.
You got a love language too. And my love language is not gifts. I like gifts. I like surprises, but that's not my love language.
That's exactly what I was gonna get on, sis. Thank you
hold
so
on.
much for
Not
bringing
okay.
that
What
up.
you got?
Okay. My sister said, I think the times that black women have an issue with an interracial relationship is when the black guy down talks to black women as to why he only dates white women. And I think that is the biggest area where I see
that's true, but why vocalize your anger at the white woman?
Okay, but let me just say this. Repeat after me. On site.
On site.
Okay. On
Wait,
site.
what?
How can you have an issue on site? I ain't backlashed you. I ain't said nothing. There are women that just see that and have an issue on site.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm talking about. Not okay. I can understand being around somebody that's like, bashing African American women. Okay, there are those out there. There are those.
I think she was addressing how we talked about when we see black, when we see right, but when we know or been around some black men we know.
Yeah.
Right. And so she's saying that's what it's birthed from.
Yeah.
But my thing is on site. It's not just the person because I'm the type of person, if Nana says something crazy, I got an issue with Nana. I'm not gonna have an issue with everybody that look like Nana, act like Nana, doing what's right. Like, come on now. It's time to grow up, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the Kia said, indeed, date who you date, but don't downplay anyone else.
Don't downplay anybody else. And how hard is that? Keep your mouth
off people.
Mind your business.
But you end up
What's some other ways you can say that? Stay in your lane.
Yeah. Kia said, my son Either's a no bid. He's not trying to date a messy black girl in his own words.
The sad part is the reason why George says it, because what I used to do a lot of different stuff, and he's just like, no, I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jordan is so calm of a person. I think he's gonna probably end up with somebody crazy.
Oh, Lord.
Tyrone said, I have 3 sons and none of them want black women, and I'm fine with that.
Girl, they too young to make that kind of decision. They 11 and 12, and no, they too young to be making that life decision. This is just a personal preference. They don't tell who they want to end up with. They might end up with.
I would love to date a white man, though.
I bet you would.
I love white men.
I bet you would. Go back to your roots.
All right,
but I'm saying that they can't make that decision right now, sis, because they're too young. What's up, Mary Martin? Thank you for jumping in on tonight. Zeljo Milikovic. I hope I said that right.
Greetings from Serbia. We drive around the city and listen to your station every day.
Oh, how awesome. Wow. Thank you so much for letting us know that. Come on.
Okay.
We are the world. Yes.
We ain't the children.
Listen, no, we're not. We God's children. Come on here. Hallelujah. Thank you so much for joining us on tonight. Lydia Cagnolati, thank you so much for tuning in. So
okay, so I don't have a problem with interracial dating or anything like that, right? Thank you.
Thank you, Marvin.
Hey. But like if my brother brought home brought home a white girl, okay, so I wouldn't be bothered to be cool.
Your brother?
Like, say if one of my brothers brought home a white girl, I probably wouldn't say nothing. Of course, naturally be like, oh, she white. But if she was like almost like the type of white that was trying so much to be black, I would probably have more to say. I would probably have more to say. And if she was one of like, I'm from the hood too, so I'd be, come on.
But you know what?
Some people really are born. Some people are really raised in neighborhoods like that. Though.
Right. But my friend is a perfect example.
Yeah.
Like the one I've been working out with that I told you all about. And so for her, the way that she
looked like she got looked at on her.
Yeah,
she does.
She does. She
got
booty in
New Orleans. Yeah,
she
grew up in Baltimore, but she's shaped like a black woman. So when we go out places, the looks that she gets and the comments that people make about her, especially if she goes somewhere by herself and like she's not with anyone who's black and she's in a black environment, they make comments about her and they look at her crazy.
Right.
But the thing about it is she was raised with black people, grew up in a foster home with black people. So like
it's
the way
cultural.
it's a cultural thing. But people look at her and be like, oh, she's trying
and see the thing,
but that's just who she is.
I hate when they do stuff like that because it's like, what do I do if I was raised from birth in a neighborhood like that, in the hood, and that's all I know?
It is what it is.
And you have the audacity to say, this is what I know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
but
saying?
let me say this. We are a
Stop
product.
hating on white people born in the hood.
Oh, I wasn't gonna say that, but I was gonna say that we are a product of our environment, but we can also change our production.
Yeah, that's like we go to the Ram Church, right? We know to shout at the altar and all of that stuff like that. Now, if we
we didn't start out that way. So we are a product of our environment because that's the environment. I don't know where she's going with it, but I'm taking off on it. We're a product of our environment. A lot of us came from quiet Baptist churches. We came from what do you call them?
Reading from hymns.
Yes. Okay, I was trying to think of different denominations. Thank you for that. Catholics,
quiet, the other ones, and the ones that don't listen to them,
Episcopalians,
satanic.
No,
they don't play no instruments. They only sing.
I'm just saying.
And you know what? Some of them probably did. Some people
actually, if you Google online, there's actually Satan Church.
Of course.
I didn't know that they were so bold with it. Like it says Satan's Church.
Billboard. I've seen a billboard about the Church of Satan.
And there's if you can go online, there's a KKK church, and I said, man, they I thought with a lot of that stuff they tried to, so people would
not no more.
Oh,
they bold now.
Listen, y'all, Satan got a big old church. Y'all better be friends.
Listen,
and y'all better not be a part of it. I'm throwing all the oil on y'all.
Oh my!
You said you white.
But the point I was making
I'm not white. I'm not white, but I ain't got no problem if I was white.
She's got white.
They both mixed, y'all.
I'm mixed. I'm more so Indian on my side.
Y'all see, this is all her hair. She mixed with
and Nana is mixed with African and a little African.
Okay.
And then a little Africa, and then a little
and then Zoe
French.
Got the
French. What do you call it? French. Yeah, she's got pretty much. We're just a big, hot, boiling pot of mess. We're a big boiling pot of
share your experience, Erica. Erica said, "I've been with my husband for 20 years. You'll be surprised at what I have experienced." So, what is one of the craziest things that you've experienced, if you don't mind sharing?
And I was going to say, she's the woman.
Yeah. Now hers.
She married to an African man or a black man?
Well, I mean, African American is black.
No, I thought you meant like African.
No. African American.
I was gonna say because I think if she's married to an African, they probably really wouldn't care too much. But if she's like a Black American man, that's a whole different story. Because truth be told, let's just be honest. Let's put this out here. Yes.
Why you attacking Nana?
No, I'm not attacking. Because Nana is from Ghana.
Right.
She's not from Guyana. She's from Ghana. And so there's a difference in black and African. And I say that for a reason because a lot of people, like when it comes to African men and stuff like that, black women, they don't really, fall over too much of just an African man. But it was like when you're dealing with like a regular Black American man, it's like a whole different story. You know what I'm saying? It's for us to supposed to be unified. It's really a big separation in that.
Yeah, it's because it's cultural.
Because they be like, oh, he African. Because I've done it myself. Oh, he not. Dr. Mamoni was Nigerian, and thank God he was married because he was a really nice looking guy, and he was a nice Nigerian.
Okay.
I guess
thanks for sharing that. For those of you who know who Dr.
But no, I really do want to try goat. I've been seeing Nana post about goat.
Somebody else said something about goat, and I was like, you.
I seen somebody post about goat.
You ate a goat?
No, what she did was posting a picture of the then and now challenge. You know how people post?
Yeah.
She posted a baby goat.
It was a little lamb. It was so cute, smiling at the camera.
On the den,
I didn't see that.
No, but
I saw it on something else.
No, but listen, on the den, she posted a little baby goat, but on the now, it was food.
So yes, if y'all haven't tried you some lamb or some goat meat, get you some. Okay, it's good.
Okay, Cheryl Thomas says when the white girl starts talking smack while taking off her earrings, then you pretty much know where she's from. Okay.
Yeah.
True. Facts. Hashtag facts. So true.
Bear, talk about. I'm be trying not to jump comments.
We down there though. Marvin said, I know, Nana. All right, African. And then Baron said, oh, we talking my culture, I see.
You know what he said? You know why he said that, right?
What? What's up, Baron Crockett? Thank you for joining us on tonight.
He said we talk about my culture because he came to the church and she prayed for him, but she thought Baron was African.
I did.
Oh.
I was like, you're African friend. She was like, he is not
He
African.
is not African.
Hey, guys.
Yes. Yeah, take a compliment.
But so have any of y'all experienced when it comes to this whole, you know, situation with interracial relationships and being upset? Have y'all ever felt away? Do y'all have people in your family who would feel away if you were to bring home somebody of a different race? I'm curious. Like, I understand.
Would your family, how about each of us, like, how would y'all family react?
I'm gonna be real quick. No, my family wouldn't care. My aunt.
You're saying no, they wouldn't care.
Right. She's asking, would either one of our families have an issue? Yeah. So
go ahead.
So I was just saying, my aunt, she actually married to a Caucasian man for 30 years. And then on my mama's side, they look Caucasian. So they better not have an issue with Nathaniel, because I'll bring out their baby picture. But yeah, so no, my family is pretty open
to that.
Yeah.
What about you, Nana?
My immediate family, like the American family, would be fine.
Yeah.
But because of, I guess, the status that we have back home and us being very political and they would be like, what are you doing? Because we have, it's just like if, I don't know, like how we have the president here. They'd be like, what is this? What are you doing? What do you think we want? They would not be happy with it. Like, yeah, no. They'd probably be like, yeah, no, it's just because of who we are and we're very much in the public eye, they wouldn't
go for it all. So you just have to stay in America and never take them home.
I think my mom would be absolutely, like, my family would be open to, like, you know, because we grew up, even though we grew up in the hood, we all have like white friends, black friends and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. I like white men that wear thong sandals with cargo shorts with the hat with the little fish hook in there that drives the really big trucks.
Very specific. So I'm talking about. Go ahead.
Yeah. With short blonde hair, like this. With short blonde hair, little hair on their legs. Now, if you come from money, that's fine. But if you don't come from money, then I need for you to. We're not gonna build together. I need you to be built before you get to me, because I got 4 kids that you gotta take care of.
Do y'all see what we talking?
Y'all know I'm trying to tell y'all.
No, because you said you.
Y'all know what's wrong. No, y'all know
open. This is so.
Y'all know what's wrong with me. Okay, because I promised them that. Because sometimes in the show the light be so bright that I kind of die down a little bit, and I'm a little. Yeah, I took a Centrum energy pill, and my brain is wired right now, and so that's why I keep talking. I don't. That's why I couldn't finish my sentence while ago, because I didn't know what I was talking about with the church. I'm sorry.
Kia said, baby, my biological dad and my uncles were absolutely against me bringing home anything but a black man. No games at all.
Right. And the men more so have an issue with their daughters with other nationalities. But it's like, I think as generations continue to pass on, that requirement is kind of dwindling.
That's like that movie with Bernie Mac and Zoe Saldana. The guy from that 70s show was hurt.
And he was the father.
Yeah. Something
like Come to Dinner or something like that. Yeah, I remember.
When y'all have a special guest.
But it wasn't Come to Dinner, but it is.
We'll be having a panel soon.
Yes. So while we're on that, let me just go ahead and mention. So we were supposed to have a what do you call it? Not guys versus girls, but it was called a
Battle of the Sexes.
Battle of the Sexes next week. But so we had some awesome, amazing volunteers. Mary Martin volunteered from the women's side. We had our girl Nikki Thompson that volunteered from the women's side. The issue was we didn't have any men, and so we were trying to do like a Valentine's Day edition. But you know what? We can battle with the sexes anytime, y'all.
Yeah.
So be on the lookout. You'll know when you start seeing the marketing and the flyers and different things like that. And if there are any men watching on today, we ask that you would email us at
womenofpower5@gmail.com if you are interested in being on the men's panel and giving us some perspective into the mindset of a man.
But don't just email us. You need to email us why you think you would be a benefit to the show.
Yeah.
And tell us a little bit about you, because we can't just let everybody on the Women of Power radio show. So yeah.
Denise said the movie, Ashton Kutcher is called Guess Who?
Is it called
Guess Who's Coming to Dinner?
Guess Who's Coming to Dinner?
Mm-hmm. Is it Guess Who's Coming to Dinner?
It's something about
Guess
dinner.
Who's Coming to Dinner.
Yeah.
I was saying Look Who's Coming to Dinner or something. I think she was correct.
Tarina says, I've heard Black people say, keep the races pure. I don't care. Mix it up. They're all beautiful. Yeah. See, I think when you start putting down lines and walls and said, no, you can only date here, you can only do this and only do that. Like, why would you want to put me in a position to limit me from really being in love and somebody really loving me? You know what I'm saying?
Just because their skin color.
I've heard of I've heard of a few stories I read on where interracial couples, man, they had to, and this is not just black and white. When you go to like Germany and stuff like that, when they used to go to war and stuff like that. Well, I mean, you get what I'm saying. Like Paris and all that, when the soldiers used to have to go to war and stuff like that, because of what was going on at that time, they couldn't be with them, and so it's just sad that unfortunately some people they miss that special person. Right. So I have a question though. Do you think that
before you ask that question, can I piggyback on what you said in response to what she said before you move to another subject?
Yeah. Oh, it wasn't another subject.
Oh, could have been. But I was just gonna say, if you're an American, there is no pure race. Let's just go there. I'm sorry, I digress.
Y'all was all mixed up.
What's your question?
Okay. So let's just say a black man and a white woman, right? Especially back in the day, fell in love with each other, really, really loved each other, but because of the parents and because of what was going on at that time, they could not. And at that moment, they felt that this was the love of their life. Do you think that God would give them another person that could give them could make them feel that same way again?
We don't have just one. Yeah. There's not, and a lot of people say my soulmate. There are soulmates. So just because you may have missed it, you know how sometimes you be like, man, I think that was my soulmate but I messed it up. There's more than one. Yeah. So don't beat yourself up about missed opportunity. Just keep your eyes open, your ears to the streets.
I think I came across two of my soulmates before.
Really? So you only got so many left. Pamela Brewster Johnson, thank you so much for joining us on tonight. Alton, what's up? Alton Johnson, thank you for tuning in. Peterson Johnson, is that family? Y'all related? Come on. Welcome to you, Denise Benton. How you doing, sis? Marcus Goldwire, Patrick Sampson, Carmen Denise Harris. How you doing, lady? It's been a minute. We're so glad that you guys have tuned in tonight.
I've come across one soulmate.
Okay. That you know for sure was your soulmate.
I believe before Kelvin died, before we kind of got into that rough lifestyle, I really do believe that he was my soulmate. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But because you're taught, like y'all said, that there's only this one soulmate. Yeah. I was like, when he passed away, when we fell out, I was like, well, maybe he wasn't. Now since y'all kind of explained it that way, I really feel like
the guy wouldn't do us like that. Come on, because we mess up too much.
Right. And there's accidents and stuff every day. So it's like to say, okay, so that means literally my soulmate could have died in a car accident. I'm never gonna meet them. Right. I'm gonna be alone in the world. Like,
and I've been thinking about that too, because I know
that's what happens with penguins. Y'all know, we humans. Penguins, if their person dies, that's it for them.
Penguins? Right? Yeah, because they make for life.
Yeah, so like penguins, they have a specific sound. Yes, I don't know if y'all know this. No, but penguins listen for a specific sound whenever they all go to wherever they go to mate. Right? They literally wait to find their match of this kind of call. They each have a very specific call. So whoever that is, when they meet that penguin, then that's who they are with for life. And they showed where there were some of them who were like walking around and they couldn't find whoever whatever their match was, because they probably got eaten by a whale or a seal. Who knows? Point is, they're gonna be alone for life. Okay, but luckily we're not penguins. We're humans.
It's some birds like that too. I don't know what kind of bird it is, but they mate for life. Like
you know what? For life. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like I'm that penguin.
Yeah, see, just negativity over yourself. We gonna
listen.
Marvin said I'm a pure Christian.
Come on, and there's purity in that.
Your mama said soulmate is not biblical.
Yes.
Right. What'd she say?
Oh,
hate to throw a wrench, but soulmate is not biblical.
They're just saying that sometimes. Right. So soulmate is a word that we attributed to someone that God possibly submitted as a mate.
So it's not a real thing?
It's the word soulmate is not in the Bible, no.
It's just a what is it?
First of all,
an adjective of how we just describe the person that we
soul ever.
It's not, of course, somebody's not a real thing.
So we have been misleading people.
No, because I always heard it and realized that it's just like when I say my boo, my bae, you're my soulmate. I don't literally mean you're the match of my soul.
Like, no, I really thought that it was in the Bible.
Oh wow.
Okay. Oh, no.
For real, I thought like
Deaconess.
I'm not gonna say I thought word for word, but I thought that it stemmed from like God has somebody specifically.
But see, that's how we get tricked, because there are so many things we hear that we think are in the Bible, like cleanliness is next to godliness. No, it's not. But you need to be clean, but it's not getting you no close to God, because it's not even in the Bible. People
Your
just
heart
made
needs to
that
be
up.
clean.
Right. But listen, let's wrap this question up, because we got another question that we're going to jump to, submitted by our listeners. Nana, we're going to get our opinions, then we're going to let people know how they can submit their questions, then we're going to jump to that next question. All right. Nana, what you got?
So final thought is you should be able to date who you want to date and love who you want to love. It should not be a problem to see somebody in a relationship with someone who's outside of their race, and it's as simple as that. And I do feel though, if you do decide to date outside of your race, just make sure that the reason why is not something that you're using to use as a stepping stone or a foot block to talk about other races or talk about other whatever, because whatever, you know what I'm trying to say.
Right. Yeah, don't do that, y'all. Our boy is on here, y'all. We gotta give him a shout out. What's up, Antonio?
I'm not.
What?
What he just wrote.
What did he say?
She's playing.
He's trying to help you out. See?
No, he said she playing. She didn't really think that. Yes, I did. I thought that soulmate.
No, he's trying to help you.
That ain't helping me. Y'all know Antonio be funny. I really thought that soulmate had to do with something being biblical.
Yeah. Well, you learned something new.
You learned something new. Right. Listen, Tyrone Bernard Jr. says, check out a message by Darius Daniels called "Where Is Bae?"
That's really good.
What's it about?
Darius Daniels, he's a pastor. It's a really good message.
Where is Bae? And that'll help you when it comes to dealing with the misnomer of soulmates. Okay. All right. Zenobia, what's your final thought on this question? That's it? Okay.
No, okay, because they did.
Just focus.
Because they did. But look at your mama wrote.
We will when we get there.
It's there. I think I'm with everybody else. I feel like you should date who you like, who you love.
Marvin said y'all's makeup is fire. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheryl said, Zenobia, not trying to be cruel, but saying that in the tooth fairy isn't real either.
Help the body.
No, but y'all really
Antonio said, question for today. What? Here we go. Already knows
Antonio.
Why do ladies get eyelashes? Because to men, it don't make no sense to us. Help us.
They get eyelashes because their eyelashes aren't long enough, and they want them to be longer and more luscious, because it does add another dimension
of why Disney put lashes on all of their
If you notice that princess, what's her name? Snow White, Cinderella, all of them got these long lashes.
It's the same reason why you post bears as your profile picture and put it on your page all the time, and now you bought a bear bill because you want to.
The point is that lashes are another way to essentially, just like blush, just like eyeshadow, just like it's just another form of makeup. Okay, my final, but thank you, Marvin Woods. Marvin Woods said y'all makeup is fire. Thank you so much, sir. So my final thought on that is, why are Black women against interracial relationships? I think the Black women that are against interracial relationships are Black women that feel like, because of the ratio of men and women, that because this Black man is with a white woman, that's taking away and lessening the ratio and her chances, of being able to get the Black man. All right, y'all, we're moving on to the next topic here.
Last comment. Erica said, my husband would never down talk Black women because at the end of the day, he respects his mother. I'm just his preference.
That's good, though. I'm just his preference. Yeah.
That's simple.
I love you.
Hey, sis. Mother Rosie.
Mother Rosie Davenport, thank you for joining us on tonight. So we just finished talking. About interracial dating and why is it still an issue. My mind is just, I have no idea. Nana, what do we have next?
All right, y'all. So we wrapped up interracial dating. Now we are jumping to, y'all know Valentine's Day is around the corner. Okay. So if you're single and mingling out there, this might be a little tricky time for you because it's like snaps. Everybody wants to plan a date. But if you're multi-dating and you're dating more than one person and everybody's trying to make a plan with you for Valentine's Day, what do you do? We have a young woman who says, you know what? I'm multi-dating. Mm-hmm. How do I decide who to spend Valentine's Day with? Actually, I don't know how to do it. It could be a dude, too. Because it says Chris, but it was spelled with a K. Okay. So it could be a girl, it could be a guy. I don't know.
It's a girl because men already know.
Yeah. Do y'all already know? Let's talk about this. If you are a man and you're multi-dating, because I want to hear both sides. How do you decide who you're going to spend Valentine's Day with without getting, or because you let people know that they're not the only one ahead of time, it's not an issue for you on Valentine's Day. But most men, y'all are multi-dating, and the women don't know you're multi-dating. So now everybody looking at you like, what we doing for Valentine's Day? And that puts you in a predicament. And so for the women, like the young woman who wrote us in, if you are multi-dating, how do you decide who to spend Valentine's Day with and who to come up with an excuse? Or you just say, I'm going with somebody else. And what do you say?
You know what seemed a little weird though? The how you were talking about the ones that are open to everybody and they let them know that they're dating multiple people. But even then, if let's just say I'm dating 5 and all 5 know about each other, like I wonder how they would do that, especially since now they all know that. You know what I'm saying? Like how can you choose with them? No, it seems like it would be easier to pick when they don't know, because you can easily make up an excuse like, oh, I'm working, or but when they all know that you're dating 5 people, it seems like it'll be a little bit harder to choose somebody.
I mean, I feel like it might be easier because they know you're dating other people, so they, it's like, what came with this.
Yeah.
So why is it
But why she the one to get the?
Martin said, spend time with the one who helps me pay my bills.
Okay.
Wait, what?
That narrows it down. Come on, I'm with Latasha.
Make a schedule.
Breakfast,
lunch, dinner, and a late snack. Oh my! So how do you decide who gets which one, girl?
Right.
And the one you like at least gets breakfast, and then you work your way down.
I would say this because you guys all know I believe in Kashaology. So, of course, for those of you that are watching for the first time, Kashaology is a study of myself. And when I studied myself introspectively, I began to discern that and actually we discovered it together. But the point is that single until married, or single until married. So because I'm single until married, then I can date whoever I want because I'm not committed to anybody. So what this does is it frees us up, you guys, to really get to know multiple people and not be on lockdown by the first guy who says, oh, you my wife, but they ain't put no ring on it. Right. So I would say for me, that could be an issue. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very verbal about Kashaology. And so I'm the one that everybody is aware that they're not the only one that I'm dating. And so I would kind of go with Latasha's style. Like, hey, for you, I can do lunch. You know what I'm saying? We can do a Valentine's Day lunch. You want to give me my gifts? You want to see me in person? Let's meet let's meet somewhere for lunch. For you, come on, we can do dinner. For you, hey, let's meet early in the morning. Come on, rise early with me. We're going to pray. And we're gonna meet at wherever and have breakfast. And so I would definitely work it out. And then Valentine's Day is just a day. So really we could do a pre-Valentine dinner the day before. I would just spread them out between the 13th and the 15th.
She's making time. She's getting all her gifts.
Right. I want to give everybody an opportunity to show me what they're working with. Because that's what it's about. That's what dating is, collecting what?
Data. Okay.
So dating is to collect data. The only way you're going to collect data is you got to allow them to put input, on here, into the computer. So, so let me see what you're working with. How would you treat me on Valentine's Day? What does your Valentine's Day look like,
Okay. Tyrone said, date them all, enjoy yourself, set times, and meet each one.
Thank you.
Right?
That's my daughter right there.
Said, I
don't know who she is.
Because I don't know how they do that. I get ghosted on everybody.
So you're a ghoster.
I would if I'm dating 5 of y'all. But no, like the way that I feel about that, I feel like if I'm dating 5, if I'm kind of mingling with 5, I would pick the one that I'm most attracted to, the one that I probably like more,
Right. But then what if that's not even the one really for you? Because I'm saying, because like the way you just said, you said you're gonna split it between the 13th and the 15th.
I'd be mad if you didn't give me the 14th and you put me on the 13th.
You're just gonna be mad, bro. And if you want it to change, put a ring on it. Otherwise,
well, they might not even be your husband, so they don't need to.
Hey, ladies.
No, I'm saying they can't. What if they give you a ring and they're not even your husband? Supposed to be your husband.
It shows effort. It shows. Come on here. It shows that you about something real. The whole point, and this is where Kashaology was birthed, is that a lot of women spend years and years with men that never plan on marrying them, but drag them along with little crumbs of promises and lies that we just followed.
We're
not Hansel and Gretel no more. Ain't no crumbs. Okay. Either you coming with a whole loaf or I'm eating on everybody's table.
I'm on Sunday
That's
bread.
good. Yeah. You don't come with the whole loaf. I'm eating off everybody's table.
Right.
You and you and yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm celibate.
I'm gonna
means-
post it.
Yeah. All right. I'm sorry.
Wait,
what did she
said?
say?
I'm late, but I'm spending time with
All of them. Sis, see, she got causality down.
to a T.
I love you, girl. But yeah, why not?
Hey, Thelma, how you doing, girl? She said when you're on the flight and you tune into Women of Power.
Hey, Thelma,
Have a safe trip.
What's up? Girl, don't make the plane crash still in their Wi-Fi.
Latasha said spread them out.
Spread them out, sis. It's just
Spread
a
them
day. But Valentine's Day can be on the 13th. It's whatever day I say.
Mm-hmm. Kia said the day belongs to whoever you want it to. I would say the one that you desire the most and actually see a future with, or whoever initiates and makes plans first. No plan, you will not be locked in.
Thank you, sis. And we all love a planner.
Yes,
right? We love a man that will call you and be like, what you doing this weekend?
Be dressed by 7.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to take you out.
Like
that is like a turn on mentally.
Yeah.
I'm not even saying physically. But that's a turn on mentally, just like, oh wow, he's thinking about the future with me. Yeah, of course, it's only 5 days away. But the point is that that's a start.
True. Erica said, isn't it on Sunday? Honey, tell a few Friday works good, and Saturday works for others.
Right. And then we can meet for after church dinner. Come on, let's get some oxtails and some yams and some cabbage and some black eyed peas and some peach cobbler. Not this month.
By yourself.
Not this month. This is Financial Freedom Challenge month. But if you paying, hello, it's not coming out my pocket.
It's not coming out your pocket.
It ain't coming out my pocket.
That's on them.
Tyrena said, Zoe, you can't ghost all of them, child. If I was single on Valentine's Day, I'm having a week of fun.
First off, y'all should be happy that I'm even talking about even dating people.
First of all, Tyrena, you are single on Valentine's Day.
She's not single.
Yes, she is.
Oh, you got on her.
She ain't got no ring.
You got on her.
Why did you
don't embarrass her? You just put her on blast.
Taibu said, y'all wildin', as we always do.
Of course.
He said, Marvin, let's see. What did he say? They don't think you lying. They fishing to try to catch you in one. Because Marvin asked, why do black women think he's lying all the time when he's not available?
Because you're dealing with women that have had trust issues before. And so your unavailability is a trigger for them because that was probably something they experienced before. Maybe there was an unavailable boyfriend.
Or you could actually be lying.
Or you could be. You could be, bro. Just tell the truth. You can tell us. We ain't gotta tell them. Just type it in there. I do be lying, or I be telling the truth. Whatever your truth is, brother.
That's fine. Okay,
brother.
Antonio said a man will buy a ring because it don't mean anything to him. The ring only gets him what he wants.
I'm trying to tell you that happened to me. Kevin bought me 2 rings in one day. He bought me a blue one.
But he was trying to get it. He was trying to get you back.
Exactly. He bought a ring for that. Right. It doesn't mean nothing to him.
That, of course, that don't mean nothing.
That's what I'm agreeing with. What you saying?
But I'm saying that's a different circumstance. Like you let him alone, like I'm done, I'm good. And then all of a sudden he come with a ring. That's common sense. He just wants you back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what they were saying, that men will buy rings and it don't mean nothing to them. They just know the way to use it.
Gotcha. But not every man.
I beat that ring up with a hammer.
I will take Tyrone's comment.
I got the hammer and beat
Tyrone says, I don't multi-date. And that's okay, bro. That's your preference. But if I did, it wouldn't last long with the same people. And that's exactly true. Because some people on the short list, some people on the long list. He said, if people are honest, it shouldn't take that long to figure people out. So
do you date to find someone, or are you dating to date?
Can we just read his question? Okay. But I just want to say, for that part, if people are honest, it shouldn't take that long. But this is the problem. Some people don't take long enough. And then all these other things start coming out because you didn't take your time. Yes. That's the whole purpose of dating, is to get data. So, brother, get that data. And obviously, you still collecting data because you're still single.
Oh,
so let's start there. He says, my opinion, a few months top. So you're saying in a few months, you should know whether this person is the one or not. Pick one. If homeboy isn't serious after a few months, he has a lot of growing to do, mama. Okay? And I believe it. Hashtag facts.
These 2 fingers she does with that.
Hashtag.
I'm done. What is we didn't the question? We answered it right now.
We answered it. And you avoiding the answer that we asked. Go ahead. All right. Taibu Mu Adib says, Valentine's Day So we go ahead.
Valentine's Day is for the one you want, not those that want you.
Ooh.
If you don't know who you want, shame on you. I hope they all ghost you.
You know what? What you spoke to
But
me,
I like that.
I put it back on you.
I like that. It's for the one
I hope they all
not
go
for the
to,
one
brother.
who wants you. So you spend it with
Right, but this is
because people be wanting you that you don't want.
right.
But you like,
but just let me tell you something. Have you ever just like met a guy and you was like, my God, I like him. I want to be with him.
No,
not that.
Wait,
no,
what?
you are attracted to him.
Okay,
and you do like him and you do want to be with him. And you invest yourself 100% into this person. And the next thing you know, 2 months later, he's not even in your life. He's not even a phone call. But it was because he was the one you wanted. I want the one God wants. And what I realized is I can't trust myself. I can't trust my thoughts. I can't trust my feelings.
Wait, what's the question?
No, there is no question. I'm expressing a thought. Can I just share how I feel? I thought this was the Women of Power. Women of Power. That's the Zenobia show.
Wait, what is that?
Not the Zenobia show, but the Women of Power show. So I'm expressing my power. And I'm just saying, for me, I can't trust myself. I can't trust my emotions. Right. I can't trust my feelings because they change.
To do what though? What the right
choice? To choose somebody, to say, this is the one. First of all, how many times have you said this is the one, but he ain't never said you the one?
Oh, they say it.
They say it.
But they ain't showing it. They ain't showing it.
So never stop looking for two, but you the one though.
That's why it takes time. So you can understand what's foolishness, what's real.
I've only had one man in my life to tell me that I was the one for him out of the...
That's not true.
What? No.
Here's another. Finish your story. Oh my God. Keep going.
I can't finish
it. Keep going. I mean, that's a word for the year.
Oh my gosh.
I have only had one that told me I was the one for them.
Okay.
That I talked to. You know what?
Hey, Relisa.
Hey, Relisa. Thank you.
Tyrena said, I'm single until that ring for real, but I do have a Valentine. Oh, okay. Marvin said, Nana, you know I'm not a liar. Yes, you are. No, but you're redeemed. Taibu said, they don't validate our pain, bro, which we did. I mean, we talked about it. We addressed your situation and whatnot. So, yeah, it happens. Jean Lott said, hey, that's my chiropractor, y'all.
What's that, Jean?
You be adjusting me. Hey, you said, sorry, I just got here.
Oh, Jean,
so you missed the interracial one. Now we're on the multi-dating one.
Yes.
But we're so happy to have you. Y'all check out Prime Injury Clinic if you need to be adjusted.
Oh, she needs you right now, Jean. She needs you right now.
My back.
You turned it
right. Pastor got a crook in her neck.
Oh, yeah, she does. Yeah. Nikki said, the cool, once y'all establish a commitment, ain't no other dates. Establish a commitment as in establish a relationship.
Nikki said she'll date all of them.
But like you said, Nikki, once y'all establish a commitment, that's different.
Yeah.
But the problem is, what is a commitment? Yeah. And that's where we kind of lose ourselves, because your version of a commitment is probably different than others. So when you say y'all establish commitment, some commitments is you my bae, I'm your boo. That's not a commitment. That's just verbiage.
That's a pet.
That's not a real commitment. Because why? Because your bae will find another boo. A commitment, the only true commitment that a man can make to a woman to solidify you, to take you off the market, is a marriage ring, engagement ring, a proposal.
But you can still be committed. You can still be committed before the ring is provided, though, right? Because you know how y'all been talking about how
now go back to that, but we gonna stay there.
It's not a commitment or whatever without a ring, but don't you need to kind of be committed in order to get the ring?
So then that's the good question, Zenobia. I think you need to definitely spend time with the person and get to know them, get them to know you. How else are they going to be able to know that they want to be with you? But what happens is, men, when we take ourselves off the market, that removes any sense of urgency or any need to ever propose to you. Why? Because you're already cooking, you already washing their clothes, you already available when they call, you already break other obligations to do what they need you to do or meet with them. So why would I need to put a ring on it? You already my wife. So what I'm saying is that we got to stop giving wifely privileges to boyfriends. Okay,
Be so
because they will never become a husband.
Yeah.
In your nature to just be so, and it's like, I can't do that.
Right, you can't. It's hard. I know, but you got to keep your options open because let me tell you something. Somebody with options got power.
Oh yes.
Oh, that's a
yeah.
I can use that as a Facebook post just to make sure you give me credit. But yeah, somebody with options has power because I don't have to choose you. So now you have to convince me that you're the one that should be chosen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, I'm just throwing that out there. I might get some flack back from the men, but don't be mad because this is not necessarily a role reversal, but this is exactly the same mentality that men have.
Right.
And even when you look at that post you made about the guy who the girl came and said, I'm ready to take our relationship to another level. And he was like, what relationship? Mm-hmm. Share that now.
So there was a woman who was basically doing all the wifely things. They had been going on dates, I think, for a couple of months even. And then I think he ended up asking her, no, that's what it was. She had been doing a lot of wifely stuff for him, long story short. Mm-hmm. And she ended up asking him, and saying like, hey, I was trying to see where things are going, because I've been doing all these things and in the relationship. And he was kind of like, what relationship? Mm-hmm. And she was like, I cook for you. I clean for you. I've been there for you when you needed A, B, and C. I'm sleeping with you. We're being intimate. And he was like, okay, and I appreciate all of those things, but I didn't ask you to do any of those things. And she was like, but I've been doing this though, like for almost a year. Like, what do you mean you never? And he was like, but again, I never asked you to do any of those things. Like, we're not in a relationship. Right. And there was another post that jokingly was going viral where there was a girl who said she was going, she had been dating a guy I think for like 3 or 4 months, and then finally one day they went out and he asked her and was like, so let's talk. So tell me why you're single. And she was like, well, excuse me? Because in her mind, it's like, we've been dating for 3 or 4 months. What do you mean? Tell me why I'm single. I thought you were my boyfriend. So that's the reason why it's so imperative that we take the information when we're going on these dates and getting to know people to make a decision and have a conversation about it. Because when you assume, you will always get your feelings hurt. Right. Some kind of way. You have to stop assuming. Yeah. Don't assume. Listen,
let me tell you something. The scripture says, and all thy getting what?
Understanding, God.
This one.
I don't know every scripture in the Bible.
That's the same one you missed last week. You missed the same one last week. And all that getting understanding. And so a lot of us are in these deals with no understanding at all. We're just assuming that, because he's doing this, it's this. And because he's letting me do this, because I got a key to his house and I can go in and clean and cook with this. No.
That's in my phone.
You're just assuming. He's just like, I got a maid. I got a cook.
Doesn't mean he's
got a babysitter.
I remember I was in that boat one time, and I was bold enough to finally ask a question. Say, so are we dating or are we friends? Because in that moment I was like, okay, I need to establish it. But I had already pre-assumed that we were dating. Right. I just needed to hear it.
Right.
He said, I thought we was friends. I said, okay. In my head, I was crying.
Right, but you was tricked.
Yeah,
you thought it was one thing.
Because I thought that at some point, if that's not where the relationship or whatever it was going, that somebody would stop and be like, well, but that doesn't happen.
Who's
nobody.
What man is gonna say, look, I know you cooking, cleaning, and sleeping with me, but listen, we need to stop because I am not in a relationship with you, and you doing relationship stuff. Ain't no man gonna say that. They're gonna continue to let you do. That's why we gotta take our power back, women. It says women of power, and I'm not man bashing because I know Antonio will come on and say something about me.
He's probably typing
got something to say, but this is not about man bashing at all. This is just keeping it real. I'm trying to help y'all mental health, man. This is going to help you emotionally and mental health wise. Okay, let's get here to my brother Marvin. Was Marvin? Hold on. So, ladies, in that few months, are y'all wanting to be intimate? If you're asking these ladies if they want to be intimate,
don't ask me that.
No.
Okay, so here's the real answer. I messed up because I was intimate ahead of time. And so it's probably why I ain't got no man.
Okay.
No, we're all redeemed, right? So we are abstinent. We are on clean.
Oh, I'm clean right now.
Yeah, we on clean.
But no,
what we got next, Nana?
Wait, few months be intimate. It's intimate solely sex.
That's what he's talking about.
That's exactly what he's talking about. I can promise you. He's not talking about walks in the park. He's not talking about nothing else. We know what you're talking about, Marvin. Go ahead.
Relisa said, I don't multi-date because I'm going to date my honey bear who is with me at home.
So your honey bear, is that a person or an actual bear? Let us know. Melissa, just let us know. Let us know. All right, what we got next? Tyrena's got something to say to Taibu. Marissa, Tyrena says, no, Taibu Muad'Dib. See, you was doing all right until now. Yeah, sometimes he'll just say stuff out the side of his neck.
He'll be so cool, and then out of nowhere he'll just
come with something. Nikki, thank you for backing me up. God bless you and your ministry. What we got next? Okay, let me hear it. I gotta give a shout out to my girl Nikki. Nikki says, "Say that," and I'm the one. I'll say it, Nikki. Listen, who we got next? Jean, Jean, what did you say? Oh, ladies, y'all are awesome. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Dr. Lot, for joining us on tonight.
So much better.
Let's Kia, what?
Oh, he's watching from YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
She said, "Dang, Pastor K."
What? I'm just keeping it real, sis. And I think the problem is we be fooling ourselves and lying to ourselves. We gotta come real with our own selves.
All right. Antonio said, "Does Valentine's mean anything to y'all? If the man does nothing for you that day, but shower you all year, will there be an issue?"
Yes.
Yes.
I think
because of what it means.
Yeah.
I mean, he needs to acknowledge it in some kind of way.
That's
now, if I'm getting tennis bracelets every month, I'm getting shoes, purses for my husband. Then on Valentine's Day, if he come and just walk up to me with a single rose and say, "Babe, I love you, happy Valentine's Day," I'm good.
Yeah, so I think the definition of nothing needs to be, because even if if you're saying if he doesn't acknowledge that it's even Valentine's Day, oh yeah, that's definitely gonna be a problem.
That's just like you give stuff to me all year, I give stuff to you all year, but it's your birthday and I don't even let you say happy birthday to you. You're gonna be like, "Hold up, babe.
It's your birthday every day, sweetheart."
Right.
You're looking like
you'll be like, no, it's not actually.
Yeah, no. That is not lie.
And Nikki says true. Tyrena says true.
Nikki Thompson said, "Marvin, this is for you. Sex should be after
the marriage.
Absolutely.
After the marriage, sis. They and I'm not going to even say they, because it's not just men, women. There's some women too. They're trying to get everything they can without that commitment. But the reality of it is we gotta set the standard back. And I'm referring to the Bible. Why? Because it's in me. But it says that he will raise up a standard. Mm-hmm. Come on, now, this is my scripturist. My scripturist. I just be making stuff up, y'all. But yeah, it says that he will raise up a standard against the enemy. Mm-hmm. So therefore, but then lets you know that even God, if God has a standard and we're like him, we gotta have standards, y'all. Yeah. And we did a whole show on standards.
Yeah.
We talked about standards. We have got to establish standards in our life. Yeah. And that standard could be, I'm not sleeping with the next man I sleep with. I don't care if I was an HOE my whole life.
Yeah.
My standard
man will be like, "But you used to look where I am now.
Whoever she is, I'm not her no more.
Ain't no gap down there."
Right. Yeah. I'm saving myself for my husband, as unrealistic as it may sound. Yeah. And even if I fall, when I get back up, I'm saving myself for my husband.
Again. I'm trying to tell y'all, it's very beneficial. It's the right thing to do. It's hard, but especially if you've always kind of slept with people and had sexual relationships with people, and then you all of a sudden make a decision that that's not what you're going to do. It is hard, but it's so beneficial not to do that.
And if you are in a relationship with a man and y'all are sleeping together and you get convicted in your spirit and you say, "Look, I can't do this anymore. I still want to be with you, but I can't sleep with you," and he walk away, he wasn't in it for the right reasons.
Or if he says he understands, but he continues to pressure you for it, then you have to make the decision to walk away, because it's going to be a never-ending cycle of, okay, we're going to do better, we're going to do better, and then you always find yourself doing the same thing over again. Because soul ties are real. Right. Like, you don't want to be putting yourself out there to be able to start connecting with people. You don't know what's on in his bloodline, what struggles that he has. Like, when you start to be intimate with people and they have a lot of stuff, you're intermingling. So now all of a sudden you're dealing with anxiety, you're dealing with depression, you're having all these different emotions that you didn't even deal with before. But why? Actually, that's what he was struggling with. And now that you guys are intertwining your souls, you're starting to deal with the same thing.
And now you become a whore bag because he was a whore bag. And so
it's just
that
Just
all
don't
them
do it.
transfer to you.
Clink, clink, if you can.
Listen,
Okay.
what's up, Carl? Like no other. Harvey, how you doing tonight? Lolita Roberson Gray, thank you so much for tuning in to Women of Power Radio Show. We are on this second question, and Renee Hash, I want to thank you. Anthony Burke, how you doing? Thank you for joining Women of Power. Buster Dorsey in the house. What's up? Yeah, and so Damon Pryor, what's up, Damon? We'll see you in a minute. Thank you for coming back and joining us on tonight. So we are dealing with this question that's scrolling on the bottom. Now, I'm going to that real quick before you go into
All right, the question says, I'm multi-dating. How do I decide who to spend Valentine's Day with? So we have a young woman who's dating multiple men. Everybody wants to make plans for that special day, and she's having to decide, how do I choose? Like, what should she do? How should she go about it? Should she make time for all of them in one day? Should she do one Friday, one Saturday, and one on Sunday? I mean, what is a young woman to do? So we're discussing that right now. Latasha says the day is nice, but I prefer all year long showering and being appreciated.
Absolutely.
Right. Of course, that's a preference, but you can't show up on that day and just not even acknowledge it all whatsoever. I don't care how many tennis bracelets, yacht trips, European vacations you done did, you got to say something.
That part. All right. Tyrena said, oh, what? It went away? Okay.
They all kind of like going back and forth on there, especially with the men. So they're going back with like Antonio and them on here. If you kind of see them kind of going back and forth.
That's good. We love the banter. We love the chatter.
Let's see what they're talking about.
Okay.
It'll come up.
What?
Oh, sex after marriage. He said we don't live in those times. Be serious.
What? But
we actually
do live in those times. Now, I'm going to say there might not be as many virgins as there used to be, but there's definitely a lot of women and men that have made decisions, whether after falling into fornication or before, to save themselves for marriage.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times when people make comments like that and say, well, that's not who we are anymore, we don't do that, it then kind of puts pressure on people to not have to be abstinent and be celibate. They, because, we don't do that no more. That's not, it ain't. Yeah, you should encourage people to not have sex, do the right thing, and wait till marriage. It's really actually quite simple, It's harder to get away from it when you do it so much. And so with generation stuff coming up behind us, we should teach them that it's still important not to have sex before marriage.
Right.
And so
that's what you should be teaching your daughter. Mom, what you gonna tell your daughter? Look, you ain't gotta wait, go out there and be somebody. No, Marvin, you're gonna be trying to tell your daughter to wait until marriage.
You gonna tell his son something totally different.
Right, and you're gonna well, he probably, he gonna tell him something totally different. So what you gotta do is understand that's a double standard too. The woman you messing with, you want her to be loosey-goosey, but your daughter, you want her to preserve herself. Come on now. That's the problem, is that men are not thinking about their daughters when they messing over these women. You need to start thinking about somebody other than yourself. Ooh, I'm sorry, Nikki.
They nice.
She said, Marvin, everybody talking to you on tonight. All right. She said, Mr. Woods, sex complicates the situation and makes it harder to have clarity. How many times have y'all been in situations, even men men and women, if you're sleeping with somebody, you've been in a situation where after the sex was off the table, you realize you don't even like that person, or maybe you even knew in that moment, we don't even get along. The only time we get along is in between the sheets. Come on now. Like, you need to have clarity. When you take sex out of the equation, you can see them for who they are. There's no rose-colored glasses. You're not thinking about an orgasm when you see their name pop up on the phone. Let's just be real. You're thinking about, I have a really good time with this person. I like their conversation. He makes me laugh. Not, he makes me A, B, and C. So let's just be real. Like, it gives you real clarity. Okay? And in 2021, we need that. We have been learning this long enough.
2020 is supposed to be a year of vision, but look, it ain't over. We still need some clarity, y'all. It's like that song, I can see clearly now. You know what that rain represented? Sex.
Oh, we got no, but you can see. Wait, no.
Oh no.
Oh. Wait. Because her face. When your face did that, it made me.
But when you think about it, I can see all the troubles in my way. Think about it. When you look at the verbiage,
it could be.
Yeah, it could be.
Jean. Jean said, Dr. Lott said, communication is key to any relationship.
Any relationship.
That is very true.
It is like what do you often say, the oracle, but what you call the middle part, the nucleus.
Core. Yeah,
the core. The core of the nucleus. The
center of the earth.
Well, God should be the center, but wrapped around him should be communication all the way around.
taking a little while to come up today.
Oh my
That's
God.
all right.
This is Nikki talking about.
Who is this? Marvin again. Marvin,
Yeah, it's
you,
showing up on the well,
Marvin, you just
Did you guys share? That's the question.
right. Make sure you guys share.
still.
It's okay. It's
We
there.
can still keep
It's-
going. We can keep
it's
talking.
there.
Yeah, it's on here. He said I can make it better as well.
Make what
What?
better? Make what better?
Make what better?
Hold on. He's responding to Nikki.
Nikki.
He's talking about. She was saying.
She said it
complicates.
complicates things, and he said I can make it better.
Okay.
He's trying to be funny.
You cannot make it better if the
Oh,
relationship is
You
built
just said
on
it.
sex.
Whoa.
So
Yeah, we just got an influx of comments.
Yeah, for
now.
some reason it was like a delay on this thing, and they just came tumbling in.
Oh,
Okay,
Nikki
Nikki.
Thompson. Let's talk about it.
Oh yeah, Nikki. She says they're in entanglements, and there's a difference between an entanglement and a relationship and a commitment. All of those are three different things. So Antonio said next week is Bible study. What you trying to say, Antonio?
we got Bible study tomorrow.
You be the main one quoting scriptures and quoting the Bible. So don't even go there.
Trying to talk about folks.
Come on, Tyrena says, and all by getting pleased, y'all.
Get understanding.
Get an understanding, right? I hope you got a good understanding, daughter.
Who?
Tyrena.
Oh,
Let's see. Antonio says, what does he say?
It is
Just
freezing.
listen.
No, that's Melissa saying to Antonio, my man showers me all the time.
Valentine's Day, he goes all out for me regardless because he loves me.
Okay, Melissa. So the bear is a man. Okay, that's all I wanted to know. So she says he showers me all the time, and Valentine's Day he goes all out for me regardless because he loves me. So you've been with him on a Valentine's Day before, so you already know how he roll and what he do.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Melissa. Well, that's good. You gotta. I ain't gonna say you gotta keep her because I don't know nothing but the fact that he showers you. But I will say
That's
you
good.
got a
Let's start.
good one for Valentine's Day.
Uh,
Come on, Kia. Go ahead, read it.
Kia said if you have to ask,
It's my
you
soulmate.
usually know the
Mentally.
answer.
oh, you talking about relationships and stuff?
Right. Like if you gotta ask them, what are we in?
I really thought I was in a relationship.
Yeah.
I did.
All right, Taibu said, please, Pastor got control issues and we're praying for her. She sounds like all control freaks.
It's not about that. I'm not
You know,
controlling.
he always thought she was
Right.
controlling.
I know, but I'm giving people options. You don't have to deal with me.
He said,
You don't have to.
Nikki said, don't come for my pastor.
Thank you, Nikki. Nikki got my back. Come on here, Erica. What you got to say?
Erica said, okay, don't. And it's not control. It's a standard she has set. You see, they always say whenever you make boundaries, if it becomes uncomfortable to people, you know.
But see, men are intimidated by structure.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's nothing more intimidating for a man than a woman who knows what she wants and what she will not put up with, because then he realizes he can't come with his old stuff that he used to. So, yeah. Okay, so your honey bear is your fiance. Okay, God bless you, Melissa. Taibu, I said this long ago, but y'all never made a topic. Okay, what'd you say?
Ladies would rather be with the man
Would you rather be?
Oh, ladies, would you rather be with the man you sure you want, or the man you're sure will go to the ends of the earth to make sure you good?
I'd rather be with both.
I want both.
Why does it have to be separate? Why can't I know I want him and he know he want me?
Yeah, man. Like, why does it have to be?
It makes it sound like it's a unicorn that we're looking for. That one man can actually want me and also want to go to the end of the earth.
But you know, I used to say that to myself. I said, why do the men that like me come after me? And I felt obligated to have to like respond to them. But the reality was that I didn't like them. And so I used to be like, why can't the ones that I like me back? Because it was always the ones that liked me that I didn't like back.
Because the world is round. And that's the way of the world. It doesn't always work out like that.
Yeah.
But one thing I'm sure that we all can attest to is we have discovered that there have been people that like us that we necessarily weren't even thinking about, but they grew on us.
Mm-hmm. Like a cancer.
Like algae.
Like mildew.
Like a tumor.
Not a tumor.
Like an ingrown toenail.
Ingrown hair.
Oh my
Get
God.
out. God, wow.
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
but obviously they didn't grow enough because they're not on there. All right, what?
He said they're going to go with the second option for a fact, as regards to his question about.
Oh, well, you was wrong, Marvin.
Yeah, no.
We want it all.
All right. He said.
Antonio. Okay, here goes a question, ladies.
What's the question?
What do y'all do for your man for Valentine's Day? Sex is not a gift to a man.
Who said that it was?
He's just throwing it out there. You know, Antonio.
Some women do.
He's just throwing it out there. Like, I had sex with my man for Valentine's Day. If you're married, you're supposed to be doing that anyway. So that is not a gift. So I believe it's a mutual thing. I mean, the women I know give gifts to their men. It might be cologne. It might be some women take their husband out.
I did that. I was
vacations, all of that.
I did Jordans one time.
Yeah, it should be a mutual thing. It's not like a woman sitting back like, what you gonna do for me for Valentine's Day? No, it should be like, what can we do for each other?
What is it in the Midwest? Because then they are. Because the men have their own day. They have Sweetest Day. We don't have that down here. Sweetest Day.
What is it?
Y'all don't have. It's in the Midwest where it's like a Valentine's Day for the men, but it's in September.
Really?
So they have their own day. So up there, the women are like, no, this is about me. They don't care about
only me.
But for down here, the South, we don't even know what that is. So
okay.
And I love to give when I'm in a relationship. I love to give gifts. I think it's like one of the greatest things that you can do. You know, just a form of expression.
All right,
let's keep rolling, y'all.
Nikki Thompson said, Antonio, it's a pagan holiday, so.
Oh, yeah, y'all way up there.
Yeah, we are. Then Marvin said, do y'all know where Valentine's Day comes from?
We just talked about it, brother.
But that's because those comments flew up out of nowhere.
Right, they did, man.
Antonio said, Nikki Thompson, that's the point, and they feel it's a meaning behind it.
I told y'all they going back and
forth.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Mother say she's standing for stay. What's that?
Standing for STA.
What's that, mother?
Standards.
Oh, standards. Okay. Okay.
We got you.
Got you. We're gonna
Nikki
get down to the second
Thompson
part.
Said, being abstinent clears your mind and allows you to see things differently.
Absolutely. It's good there, mother. Okay. Cheryl Lewis Thomas says Nikki and Marvin sitting on the fence. KISSING. She's like, really, you all go to separate corners.
Because they're going back.
Because they're going back and forth. Okay.
Antonio. But it proves materialistic love that builds on bad foundation. You're saying Valentine's Day proves materialistic love? No, because Valentine's Day is not even all materialistic. There's some people who do things that have nothing to do with material stuff.
But I don't know if he said it proves that materialistic love can be built on a bad foundation. But is that even love? Because when you look at what love really is, not Webster's dictionary, but what love really is, that's not love. If you just loving somebody for what they can do for you, because it's not about that. It's selfish. It's not selfish. All right. All right, Taibu, Marvin Woods, if you have been listening and watching in the show, they always choose option 1 and play option 2 to the left.
Wait, what?
They're just talking back and forth with each other.
Making up stuff. That's what's going on.
I can say just go all the way to the bottom.
Right.
Just go all the way to the bottom.
Antonio said gifts to prove your love for her is a bad foundation. And to use a holiday means that's the reason he's doing it.
Right, and that's why it's important to give all year round, like you said. You're exactly right.
But I think to say foundation is even kind of an exaggeration because one day is not building a foundation anyway. So I think that the way that that's worded to me doesn't really even make sense.
Right.
Because one day is different if you're saying all the time it's only on holidays when they're giving a gift. Then that's a standard he's putting in motion. But to just say I celebrated Valentine's Day, so now I'm building a foundation. Like no,
that's not.
No, player.
Marvin, when we asked him what he was going to tell his daughter, this is what he said.
I'm gonna tell my daughter men stink.
Stay away from them. Kia, I gotta read Kia because that's my nemesis. She says some men expect. Go ahead, Knox. What
happened? I thought this was your nemesis.
It is okay. Some men expect these experienced virgins that will be a porn star for them who's never been touched by anyone. Stop it. And that is so real. And the reason why I say that is because remember that show I was watching, Love at First Sight or Married at First Sight, and the girl was a virgin. And the guy, like, I guess wanted to be intimate with her, but she had never been that way. And he was just like, well, you're not intimate enough for me. But like, she's never been intimate. So when they asked, do y'all want to stay in this marriage? He was like, no, because she has intimacy issues. Like, no, she's a virgin, bro. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. Speaking of, have y'all seen the one that they're showing right now? Where the dude done got the girl pregnant and everything, and he's not even attracted to her?
No, I'm married at first
every
time.
single day since they got married. And he's like, she's just so different. She's not really my type.
But she pregnant?
She's pregnant now. And he's talking to the camera like he was talking to her friends, and then the friends were like, oh yeah, she's definitely a trophy wife. Oh, no. She's definitely not a trophy wife. She's not like, so all the friends were looking like, is he really talking about our friend like that? And then he's talking to the cameras like, I mean, she's beautiful in her own way. He keeps talking about her butt, like about her butt though. But her butt is just so big. It's just like, so whatever. I'm still trying to find what I'm attracted to about her. Cause like, I like her, but they literally have been sleeping together every day since they're the only couple. It's funny because she was like, no, I'm going to not.
That's a first.
All the girls, she was like, I'm the one who's not going to have sex. Like you guys do whatever, but I'm going to wait. Ever since they got married, they've been having sex every day. Now she's
because it was legal,
and he don't even want her.
Like, Nikki says Iris should have never came on the show. Is that the show you talking about?
The song Between the Sheets.
I'm trying to tell you, them comments like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Well, we got to get through them. We getting ready to end the show. So real quickly, Antonio.
Marquise just jumped off about, hey y'all.
Having sex with someone for marriage doesn't make you get their way. Doesn't make you give their way or spirits. That's unbiblical. You made for man. Your standard is what you choose. First of all, if you want to go biblical, you're not supposed to have sex before marriage. And soul ties are real, Antonio, whether you know it or not. And it's not just between, not just with sex. You heard generational curses that just come from your bloodline. So I'm going to say no. It don't make you get your way. But some people do have sex to try to get their way. But yeah, we definitely believe soul ties, and so I'm gonna send you back to King James version. Thank you, Mother Rosie, so much. Mother Rosie said, "Great show, ladies." Thank you, Mother. Listen, we are wrapping it up. Nikki Thompson says, "What? What did Nikki say?" That's thank you, sis, for backing us up with Antonio's comment. Erica Everett says, great show and discussion. Love y'all. Nikki's referring to Iris. Is there an Iris on that show?
I don't know her name. That
might be her. Yes, Marquise, you missed the show. But guess what? We'll be right back next Tuesday right here live on Women of Power Radio Show. So listen, you guys, we want to thank you so much for tuning in. What we got? No, that month is over. Hallelujah. Yeah. So we're going to go to banners. Yes, Lord. And what we're going to do is we're going to say, listen, you guys, we thank you so much for loving this show. We would love for you to continue to help our show grow. We just got a new light thanks to your giving. Really cool. So we want to ask you to go to $WOP Radio and give so we can continue to grow the show and be better for you. What else we got, Nana?
And make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel if you have not already. Just like you all saw on tonight, we had Dr. Lott joining from YouTube. So if you are viewing from YouTube, you are still able to comment, and we do see your comments just the same. Okay, make sure you click the bell so you get all the notifications. And yeah, we would love to have you all subscribe on YouTube as well. And lastly, for the questions, you want to take that?
So if you guys want to submit questions, they can be emailed at womenofpower5@gmail.com. Or you could also inbox us on Facebook at Women of Power 5.
And don't forget, you guys, to go to our Facebook page and leave a review on how amazing and how great our show is and how much you love tuning into us every week.
Denise! Oh, Denise will be down here soon.
Yes.
I can't wait to see you, Denise.
February 14th, on the Day of Love. We will see you, sis. So yeah.
On the Day of Love, I'll be dying. My spirit is dying. You know, they said when you get ordained, you die.
Oh yeah. I was like, she'll be ordained a deaconess.
Yeah, I'll be dying.
Excited. Who's excited? Me, her. And her.
All right.
Okay. So listen.
Make sure, again, you guys.
Oh, wait a minute, Nikki. Go back to your comments. Nikki gave us, hey, Delmedia. She's giving us look.
She just talked to you about
that.
Delmedia.
She just talked to you about that. I know she did. She came to me and said,
yay, Nikki!
Tyrena says, see you later, Savage Squad. Right under her, Nikki Thompson. says Prissy Chicks wants to sponsor us next
I actually want
Oh,
to
that's awesome.
do something with you because they do a lot of like community work and stuff like
Right.
that. I really want to.
Listen, sis, we would love to have you. I actually saw your message on our in our DM, and so Nana's going to be getting back with you this week on how you can sponsor the Women of Power Radio Show for the month of March. So listen, we love y'all all so much. Melissa says congratulations. Zenobia Marquise says, come on here, Deaconess. Denise says, yes, I will see y'all soon. Can't wait, and we can't wait. Either says, so listen, you guys, thank you so much. We'll see you next week. Same bad place.
Same bad time.
Share the video, like and share.
Share the video, you guys.
Jesus is with
Have
y'all.
a great week.
The Lord is with you.
Don't forget Financial Freedom Month.